Jigglypuff's own song. The sun had gone down behind the tall grass, and the meadow was still wide awake. Jigglypuff came up the slope to her flat gray stone and climbed onto the top of it. This was her singing stone. She sat on it every single evening. "Jigglypuff's here," called a Pidgey from the branch above. "Sing the long one." Usually she would have. Usually her song went out over the whole meadow, and the grass went soft, and everybody went slow and easy and happy. But tonight Jigglypuff shook her head. Tonight she wanted the song for herself, small and low and just hers. She filled all the way up with air until she was round as a balloon. She opened her mouth, and nothing came out at all. Because the meadow was busy tonight, busier than most nights. Down at the pond, 2 Poliwag were splashing, splash, 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 on purpose, over and over. Along the long branch sat a whole row of Pidgey, shuffling for space. One would settle down, then another would flap up, and the entire row would start over again. A Bellsprout swayed back and forth in the grass, rustling like paper. A Diglett popped up, then down, then up again somewhere else, with a small thump of dirt each time. And behind all of it, a Psyduck was quacking away to itself, on and on. All of it was friendly. It was a good, loud, ordinary evening. But Jigglypuff could not hear the inside of her own head. So she tried again, bigger. She puffed herself up further than she ever had, and she went over the top of all of it. The first note came out enormous. It came out like a shout. A Pidgey stopped mid-flap and stared at her. Jigglypuff let all of her air out at once. Her song had never once been a shout. Jigglypuff tried the other way instead, small this time, careful. She started on a low, soft note. A Diglett came up out of the dirt right beside the stone. The note went sideways, and it was the wrong one anyway. It was somebody else's note. It just sat there. Jigglypuff stopped and looked at her feet. Maybe the stone was the problem. Maybe Jigglypuff needed a better spot. So she hopped down and went around behind the Bellsprout, where the grass grew tall and thick. The splashing came through the grass. So did the quacking. She tried under the branch instead. The Pidgey were right above her there, shuffling and shuffling. Jigglypuff tried it with both hands pressed over her ears. She could still hear it, and now she could not hear herself either. So Jigglypuff sat back down and tried to think the song into her head. She scrunched her eyes shut. She thought about it as hard as she could think. The song stayed right where it had gone. Thinking was not the thing that would fetch it back tonight. Back on the stone, she took one more breath, and this time it started right. One note. Then the next one. Then the next one after that. And a Poliwag went splash. A Pidgey went up off the branch. The Psyduck quacked. And the song went out of her like a little candle. 3 notes. She had only gotten 3 notes. So Jigglypuff sat very still, and she waited for a quiet part. She waited a long time. Evenings in this meadow do not have a quiet part. Something wobbly sat down in her chest and would not hold still. She was supposed to be good at this. She was the one who made everybody else calm. And she could not find one single note of her own. "You okay?" bubbled a Poliwag from the water. "Fine," said Jigglypuff, who was not. She slid down off the singing stone and started away through the grass. Then Jigglypuff stopped. She turned around and looked back at it. It was her stone. She had sat on it every evening of her life. So she climbed back up and sat down on the cold part at the edge. That was when Willa came up the path from the pond. Willa had been out counting fireflies, which takes a while because fireflies keep moving. Her boots were muddy at the toes, and her green overalls had grass on both knees. She saw Jigglypuff on the stone. She saw the shape she was sitting in. So Willa sat down beside the stone, right in the middle of all that noise. She let the Poliwag go on splashing. She let the Pidgey shuffle and the Psyduck quack. She sat there with her, and that was all. "Want me to sing it with you?" said Willa. Jigglypuff shook her head. It was not that kind of song tonight. "Okay," said Willa, and she thought about it for a minute. "Which note does it start on?" said Willa. Jigglypuff thought about that for a while. She did not know anymore. That was the whole problem. So Willa hummed one. Just one. A small, low hum, barely louder than the grass. Jigglypuff tilted her head. Then Jigglypuff hummed it back. It was right. It was the right one. A Poliwag splashed. The splashing went right on. The two of them had the hum all to themselves. Willa hummed the next note. Jigglypuff hummed that one back too. Then the one after that. Then the one after that. One note and then the next one. That was all it ever was. Up on the branch, the Pidgey kept shuffling. The Bellsprout kept rustling. The Diglett popped up twice more. And the little hum went along underneath all of it. Not louder, not trying to win, not going anywhere near it. And then, partway through, Willa stopped humming. She did not say anything about it. She just stopped and let her hands sit down in her lap. The song still had half of itself to go. Jigglypuff wobbled. She lost the note for a second. And then she found it again. By herself. One note, and then the next one. Jigglypuff kept going. Past the middle. Past the part that always came out best. All the way to the end of it, out loud, in her own voice. The meadow was exactly as loud as it had been before. The Poliwag were still splashing. The Pidgey had started the whole row over again. The Psyduck was still going. Nothing out there had changed at all. But Jigglypuff had her song back. "You lost it in the middle," said Willa. "And you kept going anyway." Jigglypuff leaned over and rested against her knee. When it is loud all around you, you can hum your own little song. It can help you feel calm inside. It does not make the noise stop. The noise is allowed to keep right on going. It is just yours. And you can start it whenever you like. One note, and then the next one. Jigglypuff hummed it through once more, out loud, just for herself. Somewhere off behind them, the Psyduck quacked. And Willa smiled and went back to counting fireflies.